Yes, hello and welcome back to the Sisaundra Show. It is now time for Just Being Honest. The lovely Miss Koiya from iHeartRadio is here with us, and Melissa Dufour is still here hanging out with us on the lavender couch. Hey, Koiya!
Hey, girl.
Hello, it's so great to see you
It's
again.
always great to see you, and these outfits look absolutely amazing.
Darling,
Thank you so much.
you look absolutely amazing, always. You always hit the mark. So listen, today's topic is, so you've reached your dreams, now what? We all work hard to accomplish goals, but there is an article stating that high achievers only feel fulfilled when they are busy and challenged. However, your constant need for achievement may mean that you don't feel good about yourself unless you're achieving. So the question is, when you reach your goal, do you cherish it and enjoy that moment, or do you forget that it was even a goal and now you're on to the next thing? So, ladies, let's start with Melissa. Melissa, so you've reached your dreams, now what?
I think with that question, we always have dreams in that moment, and then we also have more goals. So it's like you never achieve those goals because it's like there's always something else that you're chasing.
Because there's multiple goals.
Right, there's multiple goals, 3-year goals, 5 years, 10 years, you know? And I've had that experience in the moment that, for example, the goal was to launch Sexy Sweats. And then I launched Sexy Sweats and I'm like, wait, why is Sexy Sweats not at this level?
Right.
And then I had to remind myself, remember when it was just an idea and you wanted to accomplish it? So I stepped back and I'm like, wow, I did accomplish that goal and I do need to cherish that moment. You know what I'm saying?
And that's screaming that there are levels to this thing.
There's levels.
Right?
Definitely.
To even this. Yes. What about you, Koiya?
This one is like twofold for me, right? Like, because on one hand, like right now I was having this conversation about a month ago with my friend, and the 17-year-old version of me has now accomplished everything she wanted to accomplish. So I was on the phone with my friend and I was like, I need to go back to the drawing board and I need to reconfigure what it is that I want, whatever that looks like. Maybe it be career, maybe it be spiritual, maybe it be family-wise, maybe it be whatever that is, but the 17-year-old version of me had all of these great, amazing things that she wanted to do, and now she's accomplished them, right? And now it's like, well, what's next?
Exactly.
But then on the other end, I hate how we are oftentimes made to feel like if we are not accomplishing something, that we are not worthy. In my opinion, that's a form of imposter syndrome. Like a lot of times we think that if we acquire certain things that this thing can't hold that amount of weight because I accomplished it, you know? And I think a lot of times if we find a healthy balance between the two, or if that even exists, because maybe it doesn't exist, then I find that would work best for me because living in both spaces is kind of hard. It's hard to find that balance.
It really is. And you said something, even talking about the imposter syndrome, knowing that you've went through all the steps, you've gone through the journey of what you want to create, and then you get there and you don't even feel worthy of having what you've done. That's like a whole nother thing to unpack, you know? But just talking about reaching your dreams, reaching goals, you're right, there's so many levels to this, and there's so many different kind of goals, right? Because we talk about our career, but what about, now I'm a grandma, I want to be the best grandma in the world. How do I do that? How do I become the best, you know, person that I want to be at this level in my life, you know? Because we evolve, we are becoming, as, you know, our Forever First Lady said. So as we continue, and we're celebrating each goal, let's talk about celebrating. When you go through the process, like you've gone through creating Sexy Sweats and all of that, and Koiya, you're working and doing all of your entrepreneurial things. When you get to that point, how do you feel? Are you celebrating, or it's just like, oh, next project? Do you take a moment and celebrate? Koiya.
So I never did, but my great friend, Angela Yee, she told me this. She was like, I love to set little celebrations for myself every time I accomplish whatever milestone that is for me. And ever since she said that, I've kind of made it a point to do that, and it feels so much better, because oftentimes we're just looking at the to-do list and just crossing things off and crossing things off, and not really like taking in that moment of, hey, that was a huge accomplishment.
Yes.
Or even sometimes like your friends saying, oh my God, I'm so proud of you, and you're like, well, what
What
did I do? Yeah, and
because
it's like,
you're
no, don't do
already
that.
mentally gone.
You're
Yes,
gone.
it's hard to say thank you and just live in that moment.
Yes.
You're just already gone to like, oh, well, I'm working on something else, and it's like not even together yet, right? What about you, Melissa?
I think throughout my journey, depending on what I accomplish, I celebrated in that moment. But I don't feel like I give myself enough credit because I don't count the small wins as big wins. But how can you compare? You know what I'm saying? We should look at all our wins as equal.
That is so
You know.
true. I love that right there. I think that's going to be our quote for today. We should look at all things as equal. I love that. Ladies, we are going to say ciao for now. It's been such a blessing sitting here talking to you. Great insight about goals and how we should see them and how we should actually live in the moment and appreciate what we have accomplished. Thank y'all. We're going to take a break. We will be back with 5 o'clock somewhere.